How about a little dance before we make some Babaganoush? I got me roasted eggplants ready to go. Nice and lovely. That was a song, Agnes, by the Many-Coated as Stroud Band, which I'm really digging at the moment. So, I asked what you would like to see me make, and no one commented, so I'm just going to humour myself and entertain myself, and hopefully this could be somehow useful for you, you know. So, I've been having Babaganoush discussions with people, and you can roast these on the flame, on the cooker, on the stove top directly, yeah, and like really like burn them. So what I did, I put them in the oven, actually on the grill setting, so they're quite black and toasty. And I'm not going to waste any time and cut one open right now. Let's move the stuff aside. And I basically burnt the skin and daisies, forgot the spoon. There. And the inside is nicely cooked. I'm going to do that. Look, I'm not a Babaganoush professional, and that's why I didn't put it in my book. It nearly went in my book, and then I just kept testing it and not being completely happy with it, to be honest. And so I've decided to continue my Babaganoush trials. Oh look, it just comes out like that when the skin is toasted. Look at that. Yeah. Huh. That's pretty cool. So I've got two here. Oh yeah, I told my my client likes to have things nicely measured, and I said I was going to weigh the eggplant so that we know what we're working with here. Excuse me when I change to grams and zero that bowl out. Wonderful. Okay, I'm going to weigh that because it's difficult in recipes, isn't it? I know in some of my recipes it says like 1 carrot. Yeah, well, 1 carrot can be pretty big and pretty small, huh? So I do say medium, small, or large carrot, but still it's kind of a bit tricky. So I'm going to go with also the water content of the vegetables. I'm just going to go with weighing this and hoping that that would help the recipe for people to be able to replicate the recipe properly. Okay, so we have 190 grams. There we go. So, rinse my hands here. 190 grams of roasted, squishy, ugly looking eggplant. Beauty. Just what we need. Now I thought I'm going to do this in a plate so you can see what's going on. It might not be the smartest thing to do because it looks like a bit much, but I'm going to do it anyway so you can see. This is recipe testing live and up close. So 3 tablespoons of tahini. I'm not so sure about that. I'm going to just, I think I'm just going to add 2 and see how it goes. Where's my little spatula? Gotta love those little spatulas. Have you got one? No, actually, I don't know. There were small eggplants, you know. I don't want to overdo the tahini. I'm going to do 1.5 tablespoons. Pop the rest back in there. This is what it's like. You gotta follow your feeling, eh? 1.5 tablespoons. And lemons. Lemons. Where's my dad's lemon squeezer? Here we go. Lemons. So it's quite controversial what goes into Babaganoush. I've noticed some people, they only put garlic and lemon juice. I know it well. And some people put cumin and coriander. So I think I would like to add cumin and coriander. Did you notice my harem shirt very appropriately today for the Babaganoush making? I hope you like it. It's actually from India. So I do feel like I want to add 2 tablespoons. Ooh, get a 2 tablespoons, 1 clove of garlic. I think you always have to add 1 clove of garlic, no matter how big or small your eggplant is. And I don't fancy using a garlic crusher very often. I don't know what you get, but I like to use my trusted microplane. Do you have one? Do you use it? I just think they're fabulous. Fabulous. Except for you can't get the rest in there because you know you're going to grate your fingers. So I use that for something else. Okay, garlic, fresh garlic in there. A little bit of salt. Well, I know I personally like a good little bit of salt. I need to wash my hands again. Scoozy. So, and olive oil. Now I have 2 tablespoons of olive oil down here. Get out of there. Yeah, I think why not? Let's do 1.5. And some. Did I put salt and pepper? Now, what do you guys think? Do you think Babaganoush should have ground coriander and cumin in it or not? I'd like to know. I am going to go with some cumin. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Just a little bit. I'm not going to do the coriander today. I'm not feeling it. Okay, this is not working. Forget it. Forget it, mate. Forget it. We are moving into this thing. Much better. I was trying to be nice so that you can see what's going on. Oh well. You can still see what's going on. Nice ugly mush. So the other thing about Babaganoush I realized is that some people blend it. And some people mush it with a fork. And I always did it blended. And I'm not sure. I prefer that. Because look at that. It blends so nicely, especially if you burn the eggplant from the outside and it's nice and roasted in the inside. Check it out. What do you reckon? Oh yeah, oh yeah, I think that looks like proper Babaganoush. So I've got some free cooking classes coming up at the end of the month. 19th and 23rd, you can sign up to those on my Facebook page. Or just email me or whatever. Okay, let's try that. No, I need more salt. Definitely more salt. And I would even say more lemon juice. Just a little bit. And I think definitely some more, oh, that's coriander. No, cumin. And it's definitely enough tahini. I'm happy with the olive oil. Hey, this is good. I like this. I think this can go in book too. Don't double dip your spoon ever. Ooh, it needs something. I don't know what. Ooh, tricky business. Okay, well, you guys have some fun with it yourself. Have a play, adjust to your liking. I actually don't think one should write down the recipe 100% because you're going to change your mind every day probably. You know, you don't want to eat the same amount of oil and lemon every day. So, I hope this is useful for you. Look at this beautiful Babaganoush. I prefer it mushed and not blended. I'm really happy with that. Alrighty, so I'd like to know what kind of ideas you are having right now from this video. Whether it's to leave Facebook or to make some Babaganoush, I'd love to hear about it. Let me know. Have a good week.